Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Karapateas. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on second down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a hand up. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. The ball is caught. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back's got it again. Fights through the tackler. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield, it's Casper. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot here. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, in the spread era over the years, he's always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, you get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Pulls it in. It's Delgado. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the back gets the football. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Casper. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he finds his target. He has the first. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. To throw, it's Casper. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Throw to the running back in the flat. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. He finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He makes the grab. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Back to pass. It's Casper. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the defense able to bring him down. And that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. North Texas's offense is back out there now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He hands it off from the gun. The ball is loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Bringing pressure. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. Three guys up front line up. It's first down. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Scanning the field. It's Casper. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Run quickly. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Mean Green. This game is far from over. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Delgado. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he finds his tight end for the catch. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability of getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility, what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Running through the tackle. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's Casper. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
Memphis 24, North Texas 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Casper. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
We're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, North Texas. And the comeback is on. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Touchdown, Tigers! This offense cannot be stopped. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Chris, we're all guilty of this.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Casper. He's running out of time here. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. North Texas's offense is back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the comeback continues. So a huge score, but now with the conference championship on the line, they got to get the ball back and score again.
This may decide the result of the conference championship right here. All of the focus are going to be on the special teams units. Who's going to get this onside kick?
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, and a chance there for a game-changing interception. Couldn't quite come up with it. Sets up third down now.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. Looking to pass. It's Casper. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. Offense comes out here. One last chance. One possession game. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Casper. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, North Texas. A strong fight back.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Tries the right with a quick throw. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Wideouts now clustered. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they